Hello, it's Monday and the start of another week. I hope this week will be better than the weekend was for me. I might have had a weekend off, but it wasn't all happy going. Well, if you watched last Saturday's show, you will know that I've had a letter. A red letter, transport for London, parking, ticket type thing, through the post. And I was convinced they were wrong. But I've been to Clapham to have a look on Saturday night at the signs. There are actually two signs up there. There's the first one, which I didn't notice. It's never been there before. I know that for a fact. It's only gone up recently. There's the second sign. At the bottom there, you can see it clearly indicates that it's only taxis supposed to be parking between 7 p.m. and 7 a.m. The point is, look how shiny those clips are that are holding it on the thing. It can only have gone up in the last couple of weeks. So there you have it. You see, I was wrong. They're right. But I'm telling you what, those signs haven't been up that long. And there was nothing to tell you. See, I've parked in that place since 1999. Virtually the same place for all those years. And suddenly, they've changed how the lane works. And all they've put up is those two little signs. It's outrageous, isn't it? But you know what? I haven't got a leg to stand on. She'll have to just send them the £65 and make the problem go away. It's wrong though, isn't it? It's hardly fair to do something like that. What can you do, eh? We'll check these out. Yes, the pink lilies are still in flower. They're taller than me, aren't they? An email popped into the box about Saturday's show. We were talking about the Ebola virus. And I was saying, why don't they just close the countries off that are concerned? You've got to do something. You can't have this thing spreading. And Joyce writes in, Joyce, you've become one of our we do like regular correspondents. People that regularly send little letters in for me to read out. And Joyce writes, hi Chris, I found your programme very interesting on Saturday. First of all, I totally agree with you about the spread of Ebola. I think those countries that are affected with the virus should be restricted from travel in or out until it's under control, or we will have a worldwide epidemic on our hands. I do understand that there might be an effect on certain economies, but regardless, we can't afford to have something like that spread around the world. As for drugs to cure certain terrible diseases, because we also talked about a new cancer drug, that's £90,000 per hit, and we discussed that because the NHS has said they can't afford to do it. Joy says, I think cancer is big business in both of our countries, that's the UK and the USA. If there was a cure, it would put most of the drug companies out of business, not to mention the empty beds in hospitals. I hate to be so cynical, but if there wasn't so much money being made on the various treatments, I honestly think cancer would be a thing on the past. Yeah, I think it would as well. I think there are various diseases that we could cure now, but we don't because it's the drug people make more money out of constantly selling the new drugs just to keep us alive, you know? I think you're right. In my opinion, money does talk when it comes to that. I haven't had to deal with any member of my family with cancer, but the treatment for Killian, that's a lovely Doberman dog, over the past year cost thousands of US dollars. The prescriptions alone were over £1,000 per month, $1,000 per month, which is about £700 a month. I'm thankful that I could do it, and I would do anything to keep him alive, but it's terrible, that life, and the quality of life depends on how much money a person has. I don't know what the answer is, but surely there has to be one. And that's from lovely Joyce. So thank you very much for that, Joyce. A little bit more on the Ebola thing. As I'm recording this is the latest. The charity Medicines Sans Frontières has told the BBC, this is on the BBC website, that Liberia's medical services have been completely overwhelmed by the Ebola outbreak. Nearly 1,000 people have died and 1,800 have become infected in West Africa. Meanwhile, neighbouring Guinea has denied earlier reports that it had sealed its borders. I mean, you know, who would blame them if it did? It just makes sense that if you've got something like this, you've got to close off the area. No matter how small or big it is. It might be 10 people in one room. It might be 100,000 people in a country. You've got to seal it off until it's brought under control. Otherwise it spreads throughout the whole world. Or maybe there's a conspiracy there. Is someone hoping that that happens to get rid of a few too many people? There's a thought for you. Thanks so much, boys and girls. You have a nice Monday. Being a Monday night, I am hosting karaoke tonight at Belushi's in Borough High Street between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m. If you're around the area, pop down and bring your photo ID. Come and sing me a song. See you tomorrow.